Taylor Swift is set to make her return to the Graham Norton Show right as her 12th era, The Life of a Showgirl, is about to debut, and the excitement around her appearance is building fast. The BBC confirmed on September 17th that Taylor will take a seat alongside actors Cillian Murphy, Greta Lee, Jodie Turner-Smith, and Domhnall Gleeson on the iconic red sofa, just hours before her latest album drops on October 3rd.
Maybe it's a telescope. Did we go telescope on the sideline? I will say this. I thought the Chiefs defended it pretty damn. It was the best I've seen the Chiefs defend that play. They kind of stopped them on two of them from a yard, which is, I mean, that's a very hard play to stop for a yard. Chris Jones is coming off the rock. He got some knockback on a few of them. It's a very hard play to defend as is.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, got to do your job on second and third, man. Don't get caught in those situations.
I don't know. I'm also kind of tired of it. I'm tired of talking about it.
Yeah.
That's the reality of it. Like, I get that there's like a hair of a second early on some of these. Some of them are legitimate false starts. Some of them I feel like fall well within the parameters of any other short yardage play. And here's the other thing. The false start thing, that thing is going to happen whether it's a tush push or a regular quarterback sneak. Guards are going to be trying to time out the snap. Good guards on short yardage runs are going to be trying to time out the snap. Like, that's how, if you're late, you're going to be screwed. So it's not like they're trying to false start.
There were a couple that were questionable, and
there was the one for sure that was very obvious that they were.
And the other
I'm also going to say, like, hey, if you're not fucking accountable, if you're not paying attention to meetings and then MAs are happening, I'm going to say that. Like, I don't know what is happening in the players only meeting that can't just be said in front of the coaches. I've never felt like it made much sense to me.
Who's the one guy in the National Football League that you think has had the most players only meetings?
Let me think. Do you have somebody in mind? Is that why you're saying this?
Of course, yeah.
Who has had the most players only meetings? Gosh, I'm trying to like think of like who is that guy that's calling them.
I wonder if that's out there.
You never know who calls it unless you're on the team, but
yeah,
we all know the kind of guys that are calling for him. Let's see. It's a defensive player for sure. Let's see. I don't know. Who are you about to say?
I was going to say, I'll text you. All right, here we go. Let's keep it going.
One of the other.
Yeah, I can't remember one where I was like,
win a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it has to happen. At some point, you try to keep accountability. And like, it gets to a point where once you've lost, and like the Dolphins, they've lost, like they're playing terrible. So like you try to preserve the player buy-in and the guys on the team as like, hey man, we got to do this. We got to take ownership. So like it kind of has to happen. But usually once it gets to that point, it's like you're so deflated and defeated. But I don't know.
It's a long year. I don't know. Yeah. Who knows what was said in this players only meeting? Obviously they came out and put up a pretty damn good effort against the Patriots.
They lost to the Patriots, Travis. Drake May fucking looked like all pro.
Jason, I still play. You can say that.
That's fair. That's fair. I shouldn't say that either. This is the real problem I have with players only meetings. Like, what the fuck are we saying in here that we don't want to say in front of the coaches? I don't understand. Like, the only reason you're doing this is if you don't want the coaches to hear it, or like you're afraid that you saying something is going to be taken a certain way by a coach. So why the fuck are you saying, like, just go and say this to the coach. If this is how you feel, just go and say it. Like, I don't understand what the purpose of,
I hear you.
Hey, let's not have the coaches in here and then say a bunch of stuff. Like, a lot of times, honestly, this is what I truly feel. It's players just trying to make like a show of like, it's time to have that players only meeting.
Yeah.
We got to take accountability. And it's like, how about we just say this in front of a team meeting in front of everybody? Why do we need to do this without the coach? Like, are you nervous to say? I never felt like I'm not going to say this because the coach is in here. I'm just like, listen, I'm going to tell you what I actually think is going to help make us better. Why would I fucking not say that to the coach? I'm not going to be a dickhead about it. I'm like, listen, I think that if we ran the ball and did some play action, it'll help our offense out. I'm going to say that if I think that.
Yeah, and the other ones that you can question them whether you want to get down to the millisecond or whatnot. It's just, it's not the reason why we lost the game. I don't care what anybody else says about that. we should have won that game in other aspects of the entire 4 quarters that we played football. Congrats to the Eagles. Fuck it. Keep it moving, man. Let's get to the rest of week 2. Some of the other big stories around the league. Players only meetings. They had a few teams have some player only meetings. Dolphins held a player only meeting after week 1, lost to the Colts. Lost to the Patriots 33-27 this week. They put up a few more points. Tyreek Hill, my guy Cheetah, finally got in the 3 digits again, getting the ball thrown his way. Do players only meetings work? Have you guys ever done this? I've had a few of them.
You're in a really bad state once you get to players meetings. Yeah. That's what, like, it's not a good place to be usually.
It's not like that meeting is going to be like some like movie, like motivational moment where everything finally clicks. Like, if you're doing a players only meeting, it's because some shit is like, you've seen some shit going on for a long time. Yeah. And you finally get sick of it and have to say something.
My view of players only means, and I was a part of them and I talked in them, a lot of the times once you get to this point, it's because you really don't know how to fix the issue. It's like a last resort to try and like, hey, we don't have an answer from a play calling standpoint or from like an actual legitimate reason to improve our play on the field. So we're going to have a players only meeting to motivate guys and make a difference. And sometimes it does. Like, I'm not trying to say that they don't work at all. I just think by the time you're getting to players only meetings, I feel like it's like almost like you're resorting to this last ditch effort to like make some overarching correction. But like, if you knew what was causing the issue, you just go up to the coach or the player or the guy in particular, or like, it just feels like they're always like these overarching things that usually don't accomplish much, if I'm being honest.
Scottish singer Lewis Capaldi will also be performing on the same episode, adding even more star power to the night. This announcement came with a flashy orange countdown on Swift's website, which fans immediately recognized as a sign that something big was coming. The last time Taylor ran a countdown like this, it ended up revealing 7 collectible album variants, each with unique artwork, so the anticipation was already sky high. This appearance will be Taylor's first public interview and performance since she made the surprise announcement about the life of a showgirl during the August 13th episode of the New Heights podcast, hosted by her fiancé Travis Kelce and his brother Jason. Speaking of Travis, he didn't hesitate to share his excitement for the new album, calling all 12 songs bangers and making sure everyone knows just how proud he is. Taylor has been squeezing in studio time with legendary producers Max Martin and Shellback, flying in and out of Sweden between her whirlwind-era's tour stops across Europe. The trio has already worked together on major hits from albums like Red, 1989, and Reputation. Taylor explained that her days usually end in a bathtub, not always in a sparkling dress, but for this album, she wanted to capture the glamorous feeling that her tour brought her. The Life of a Showgirl features 12 tracks, including a title track with Sabrina Carpenter and another song provocatively called Cancelled. When Taylor brought her Eras tour to the UK, producers at the Graham Norton Show put together a montage of her best moments on the show over the years. The 36-minute video highlighted her charming interviews about albums like Red, 1989, and Lover, and her recent 2022 appearance where she discussed all too well the short film. That last visit was memorable for another reason, too, U2's. Bono confessed to being a Swiftie, and Graham Norton couldn't resist asking if the two would ever collaborate, leaving fans to dream about what could be. If you're loving these behind-the-scenes stories, don't forget to subscribe for more updates on Taylor and your favorite stars. Now, the spotlight is shining not just on Taylor, but also on her relationship with Travis Kelce, which has been making headlines since their engagement surprised the world. Travis recently gave fans a rare peek into their wedding plans, confirming on his podcast that they're opting for live music instead of a DJ, wanting to rely on their own voices and those of their talented friends. He joked with Jimmy Fallon on New Heights about how both he and Taylor are live music people, hinting that their wedding might be filled with impromptu performances rather than a typical dance floor. It's no secret that music has always been a big part of their relationship. Back in September 2024, fans saw the couple singing together at the U.S. Open. And who could forget Travis's surprise appearance during Taylor's Eras Tour show at Wembley in the UK? Even earlier this year, Travis and his brother Jason hit the stage at the American Century Championship, belting out Bob Seger's old-time rock and roll in a karaoke moment that had everyone talking. Fallon asked Jason if he was surprised to see this musical side of his brother, but Jason just laughed, saying he's seen those moves since childhood, and Travis has always been a natural entertainer. While the couple has shared some sweet glimpses of their engagement, including Travis's romantic rose-covered garden proposal, they've decided to keep the actual wedding private. They've always been careful about what they share, and even though fans love to spot them showing affection in public, they usually keep the details about their day-to-day life quiet. Travis used to dodge questions about their future together, but now, with wedding plans in the works, fans are more eager than ever to know what's coming next. Even with all this wedding buzz, Travis has still had to deal with life on the football field. Recently, during a tough game against the Philadelphia Eagles, Travis dropped a crucial pass at the goal line, which led to an interception and eventually helped the Eagles secure a 20-10 lead. The Chiefs managed to narrow the gap, but they never regained possession, and the loss stung for both Travis and his team. The play drew harsh criticism from Hall of Fame tight end Shannon Sharpe, who called Travis lazy during a recent episode of Nightcap with Chad Ochocinco. Sharpe didn't hold back, saying Travis was getting too relaxed with his technique and that his mistake took points off the board while giving the Eagles a chance to score. The scrutiny didn't seem to faze Travis, though, as he's used to balancing the pressure of high public expectations, both as an athlete and as Taylor's fiancé. Through it all, he remains focused on both his career and his upcoming marriage, determined to succeed in both arenas.